This video is to help those of us who are back home, my sisters, my brothers, my aunties, my uncles, my dad, my mom, how to elevate themselves, things that they can do that can help them have some, income for themselves and to sustain them and possibly make them successful. If you click this video, welcome to my channel. I'm sure you click this video either because you've been trying to come to the United States or travel out of the country basically, and you cannot. You are at the verge of getting deported, or you've been deported. You are probably in the United States or probably out of the country, and you're thinking of going back, but you feel like, if I go back, how will my life be? I think we've been trained to believe that in order for you to succeed, you have to travel out of the country. It's not always like that. Trust me. I believe there are a lot of people who are back home and they are doing so well. And now you ask yourself, how did they do it? Do they have two heads? One of the key thing is knowledge. The Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And I think that's a problem with us. We don't have the right information. We don't have the knowledge. That has made us develop a lazy lifestyle, make us develop like a broke mindset, and make us believe that until we leave and travel out of the country, that's when we can make it. All right, so the first point that I have that you can do back home is digital and online work, right? So that means freelancing. You can do stuff without being employed under a specific person, right? Or under the employer basically. Let's say, for example, if you're a sign language interpreter, you don't have to work under an organization or under a business. You can just freelance. You can also do it online, right? So you don't necessarily have to do it locally. And this is a good thing about our DNA with social media and the internet. So long as you have your phone, you have data that you can access the internet, you can provide the services to anybody in the world. One of the freelancing websites that I personally have also used is Fiverr. I've met a lot of people who are not from the United States. They're from different countries. Some are from Nigeria, some are from Ghana, some are from Morocco, some are from India. They're providing their services online. If you're a writer, designer, a planner, whatever service that you think you can provide to people, you can provide it. Go on the internet and learn those skills. It could be easier than you think. Maybe when you're just hearing it, it looks like a lot of work. Probably it's not a lot of work. If you're into designing, into illustration, you can go in, learn, to know how to also provide a service online. Another thing is affiliate marketing. Basically what I know is you can advertise somebody's product and you get a commission for it. So I think they do that a lot on TikTok, right? If you're so much on TikTok and you're having a level of followers on TikTok, you can be affiliated to the TikTok shop, and then you can advertise probably a product that you've gotten from TikTok shop, and you talk about them and you talk about how good it is. And when people buy from your post that you've made, you get about 20%, 15%. It's YouTube and content creation. I don't think I'm using any fancy camera. I'm not. I'm using my phone to record. So if you have any phone that has good quality camera, you can just sit in front of a window and have the natural light and you record your videos. That's it. Anything you want to share that you think that audiences might like to watch it, you post on YouTube. You make some money from it. You can research people that are doing similar thing to what you like to do, to have an idea, to be inspired on how you can go about your own creation. I probably would do more videos on that part, but for now, think about YouTube. YouTube is a good way on content creation. So YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. TikTok is another fast way to growing your audiences. YouTube is a little bit more formal because it has to be informative for the audience. But if you can do like some 30 seconds, 1 minute interesting video people like, that is it. Once you have those followers, the money keep coming. It is better to try than just to sit and cross your leg and be waiting for manna to fall from heaven. And next point is remote jobs. I've seen some videos that you can do some remote jobs and you don't need social security number. I'm going to do more research on that part. You all need to do your research to find remote jobs that you can do out of the United States or from anywhere. So the next point too is being like a content creator, a videographer, or a photographer. All right, this one might be old to you, but it has changed right now, right? And the content creator service, this one is not really an online work. This is more like an in-person work. When people have events, right, they'll have to hire professional videographer, professional photographers to take them pictures. But nowadays, people want to be social media influencers. People want their stuff to blow on social media. So, and not everybody has the money to afford those high quality videographers or photographers. My brother, my sister, if you have your phone that can do good work at recording and taking pictures, you can use your phone. Don't say I didn't tell you. And the reason why I say this is because for my wedding that happened last year, I had the professional videographer and I had a content creator. Guess what the content creator used? She used her phone. She just used an iPhone. And trust me, those videos were my best videos because they were, like 30 seconds, 1 minute long videos, and I can have them easy access fast. By the next day, she said, in fact, that same day she was posting those contents, right, while my wedding was going on. But imagine if it was my professional videographer. I got my content from him probably 3 weeks or 4 weeks later. I didn't have to wait that long, so I already had my other contents that I can look back and enjoy while I'm waiting for the professional one. So that is the market now. If you have your phone and you have good camera, just take the phone, show people that you can do this work, you can do that, or do some work, do your own content. Or maybe if there's an event happening, right, any event, I know back home there's a lot of event that's happening. Take your phone, learn how to record, like some angles, how to take some angles, check your lighting. If you have to get some ring light or phone light or stuff like that, invest in those little equipments to make your video clear and professional, and you take the videos to your phone. Likewise, photos. The photo part too is different because there's a lot of people that like to just take nice photos after they dress good, look good. They want to take photos, but they don't want to go to a professional photographer to take them those pictures because probably they're more expensive, right? Or maybe they have to have a studio. If you have a good phone, good camera, just advertise your skills. Your skill that anybody that wants to take pictures, if you've dressed nice or you're going to an event and you want somebody to be your day photographer, so you're your photographer for the day, the person can just come with the phone, take picture of you and your friends, take picture of the event, take picture of whatever with the phone, good quality pictures with the phone, and you charge the person a little bit less than what a professional photographer and videographer. That's how you make money. That is how you make money. Don't just take your phone, sit and be scrolling and be on WhatsApp and be asking people for money from the United States. In fact, that one is topic for another day. Use what you have to make the money that you want. The next one is agriculture and agribusiness. This one is good. Farming is very good. I feel like food will always be in demand, right? You just need to find the land to farm, and even if you don't have a land, small space, you can also do poultry. You can also do snail business. Snail business is the key, because I'm just thinking, I sit here and sometimes I want to cook my special food, arrow, for the Cameroonians that are watching, and sometimes I like to put snails in it. Or if I want to do pepper snail, do you know how much snails cost in the United States? I remember I went to a store to buy snails. I think that was my first time buying snail in the United States, and the snail cost $30. $30. And in my head, I thought, okay, $30, not bad. I thought probably I'll have at least 10 snails in my plate. Guess how many snails I had? 3 snails, 3 fat snails for $30. $30 is about 15,000 francs in Cameroon. Do you know how much 15,000 francs will buy a bucket of snails? After that, I'm like, okay, no more. If I don't have snails, I'm not buying snails. Even in the store, the frozen snails, a whole packet of a frozen snail costs about $50. That's about 25,000 francs. Imagine if you do snail business, you dry your snails and you advertise. And another thing is that you need to advertise. Now there's a lot of social media, WhatsApp, where you can take picture, you create a flyer, be like, snails available, delivery worldwide, and you put your information. People reach out to you and you just find a way to deliver it worldwide. That's how you just start your snail business, and you grow and you grow and you grow. All right, so anyways, I mentioned this cassava, this poultry, snail farming, fishing, and you know the rest. Next one is buying and selling, or e-commerce, right? So e-commerce, like I said, social media, you can sell your clothes, electronics, or local crafts online. What is so beautiful about this, and especially now that I feel like I'm so happy in this our internet days where everything you can do online, right? Even from afar. So imagine you have a cloth, or let's say you have a craft that you're doing. Imagine you're crafting it, you're creating your content about it, right? A lot of people will be interested because it's beautiful, and we here we like those type of handiwork crafts, right? We like to buy it because it's unique, it's different. You do that, you put on social media or TikTok, and you put available for purchase. Do you know how many people reach out to you to ask you that, please, how can I get it? How much is it? Anyhow, Like I mentioned, clothing, electronics, local craft. Clothing too is another one. I remember buying a dress from Nigeria, and it's because, of course, it's a kind of like a Nigerian kind of fabric, like African kind of clothes that you will likely not find here, or if you find here, it will be more expensive, right? I purchased it from Nigeria. Imagine if you're a clothing brand and you have like unique clothes that will most likely not see them here, or if we have them here, it's expensive. I will just order it from online and just pay the little money and have it delivered. Imagine that. Another one, sisters, is under buying and selling, is shopping for people. So this is another good one that I felt like this could be a good business to get into. So for us here, I think maybe it might be a little bit different because back home people can move about easily, where they can just pay 150 francs and get in a taxi to go anywhere. Meanwhile here, for you to leave and go anywhere, you have to think about getting into your car. You have to think about the time that you probably leave work or the time that you leave your child home, because here you cannot leave your child home. So I sometimes, in fact most of the times, I get Instacart. So Instacart is like this business where it's just like Uber or DoorDash, where you just get somebody to go shop for you, right? You can start that in your local area. You can advertise yourself, and you just have to be reliable, you have to be credible, you have to be trusted, because you cannot come and get people's money and tell them that you're going to go shop for you and you don't come back with the money. You have to be very trusted to do that. But that's another way of you just offering your services to people that, okay, I can shop for you, I can whatever, whenever you want to shop, tell me what you're trying to buy, make your list, and you just come to the person's house. The person gives you the list, gives you the money, tells you the expected change, you give them your cost for the service, you go buy whatever they want, and you come to them. If you find anything or you don't find anything, you write down what you found, where you wrote that, you write down what you replaced it with, you write down the changes with the change, and that's how you just start your business. Another one is to learn high income skills, right? I did mention this earlier in my video, and that is like learning coding, web development, digital marketing, video editing, graphic design, copywriting, nail, hair, makeup. And if you know how to edit videos, you hop on Fiverr or you advertise your service locally, and people will send you their videos and you edit them, tell them that okay, you'll be done in 3 days. 3 days you edit the video as I want, you send it to them. Voila, done. If you're doing your hair, your makeup, the social media, you can record that. If you're doing your nail, you record that. Sometimes we like to watch the process. Watching the process is very, very interesting, because it's like we engage in your craft work. And yes, before and after is good, but seeing the process of you doing it too is good. So if you're doing hair, makeup, recording it, putting it on social media, make people see your work, they see your before, they see your finished product, they will trust you more, they will call you to come do their makeup, and they'll even ask you to teach them. Right now you can teach online. There's Zoom, you go online, people pay, they come online, you teach them how to do makeup. I know this girl, yeah, she's Cameroonian, she's so good at makeup, and she does this video where she do like the before where she looks so ugly, and the after. She did so well that she started providing like classes, like makeup classes for people that are interested online and locally. Imagine how much you'll be making just to provide classes. You're not doing people's makeup, you just come and learn and you just teach them how to do makeup. Imagine hair too is another one. Look here, when I was back home, and at that time that everything went south with Amazonia and all that, I couldn't go to school for a year because the university was down. I was like, rather than sitting at home, I should learn a skill. I went to the salon. I found one like good salon back home, and I was learning, and I was learning, and trust me, that is what helped me when I came to the United States. I'm just trying to say that you just need to learn some skills and improve in those skills. Go on YouTube and learn. You can be a mobile makeup artist, instead of you thinking that, oh, I don't have a store that people come do my makeup, or I don't have space that people look. You can go to their houses. Yes, you can go to their houses. You don't need to have a store. I know that there's some people that are already doing it, but some people don't know. Some people are hearing it for the first time. Another one is learn event planning, decor, or designer. Oh, designer, this is another one. Whew. Do you know how much? There's this guy, he's called Jack, I think. Jack. This guy is a popular designer in Cameroon. This guy is making money. This guy charged me an amount of money to do my dress. I said, huh? There are people back home that are even making more money than me sitting in the United States, just so you know. So don't sit there and think that because you're back home you cannot do it. And that jerk, just so if there are guys watching this, the jerk is a guy, it's not a girl. So maybe if you're hearing a designer, you're thinking in your head that is a woman. It's a guy. That guy knows how to sew. He posts it on social media and you see his work. I say, yeah, that guy knows work. When God sees the work and effort that you put, God will put you out there where people will find you. Yeah, I did mention event planner. We need that, especially for those who are in the United States and they want to do their wedding out of the country, right? You need to be an event planner for that country, right? Another one is real estate and rental business. So real estate, I would say, of course, when you hear real estate, you're like, you need to have money. Yes, you need to have some amount of money, but at the same time, you don't necessarily need to have the money. So in the sense of, if you know anybody that probably has a house, you can let the person know that I can advertise your house for you. And once they come buy the house, I get a commission for advertising your house. Just put your name, put your phone number and say house for rent or house for sale available. They reach out to you, you show them and tell them the cost. Of course, you've added your own price on top. People buy it, you have your own profits. You see that? You see that? Even for lands too, there's a lot of people that are back home that want to buy lands in their home country, but they need a trusted, reliable person that can help them do the paperwork. If you are that trusted, reliable person, do you know how much money you'll be making? I'm just thinking it because in my head, I'm thinking, buying land back home now, I need a trusted and reliable person that I can be running my transaction with. I can say, okay, how much the land? I send the money. The person does it, sends me the documentation, sends me the receipt. You're the middleman between the transaction. Like, think that those are things that you can do to make money. And like I stressed, you need to be reliable and trusted. You need to know that, there are other people that have worked with you and they've been satisfied with you. You don't want to carry people's money and you're going to eat it. You're going to eat people's money. And that's the problem that some of us back home we have, is we send money to our family person to help us do a transaction. They take the money and eat the money. Now they eat the money. Now you cannot adjust it because you don't want to cause family wahala or family problem. You're sitting there and crying your 1 million that you sent for them to build you houses. You, as that reliable, trusted person, a professional, right? You can come up to the person or however you advertise your business and say, this is your work. You present yourself and I will trust you. Of course, it's going to be difficult, but you need to be credible. Like, you need to show them the work you've done, or you need to show them customers that you've had, or, it always starts with just one customer, just one. And you have to even tell them that, okay, they don't even need to do like a big transaction with you. Let them do something small. Let them to just, if they're trying to find somebody to do something for them back home, you should be their middleman. And that's how it starts small. They give you small money to do. They test you. They see that, okay, this guy is very fast, he's reliable, he's very communicative. He gets to me, he gives me the info, everything. Then now they'll be sending you more money to do bigger things. And they'll refer you to other people. I know this guy did this. I know this girl did this. He's very reliable. Because those are the kind of people that some of us here we need, but we don't have them. Imagine if that is your business. My last but not the least is build the right community and the right network, right? And I will stress this. Watch who you hang around with, right? If you hang around people that sleep all day, they don't do anything for a living, they just be complaining, always complaining about life, you need to stay away from those people. Those people are not going to help you. You need to be around like-minded people. People that are thinking of a way forward. People that are thinking, they're not only looking at the limitation, but they see how they can do it. Don't only be around people that always say, oh, I want to travel. It is fine. Don't get me wrong. Traveling is not a problem, but it's what you do in the meantime. So that means if you're not able to travel at that time, what do? Do you just sit and cross your leg and be asking for money back home? Or you see how to advance yourself? You see how to make yourself better. Meet people that are doing well. Meet people that are elevating. Ask them, how did you do it? Go and even learn from them. Learn from people. Learn some few things here and there. Go online. Learn people. If you don't even have the right friends or the right circle, go online. What you put in your mind also affect how you see things around you. Maybe some people will be like, yeah, you're saying all this because you're in the United States. That's why you're saying all this. But I was just thinking to myself that if I was to be deported, what would I do back home? What would I do to elevate myself? What would I do to not feel hopeless or depressed or thinking that my world has ended? I'm going to have more videos coming up, and please comment down below if you have more business skills or more ways that can help some of us that are back home, they want to learn, they want to grow. Also mention the communities that they can be around to grow. Mention if there are seminars that you think that people can go and learn, please mention all of them. And yes guys, I think I've touched all the basics. If I forget anything, I'll put in the comment section below. And without further ado, I'll see you all in my next video.